Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So don't mind my appearance, it is super early. It is like 9 a.m. That might not be early to some people, but anyway. I basically still have my robe on, I've got dry shampoo in my hair, but I'm gonna do my makeup for today and style my hair after. So I figured, why not just film it today? Might be a little chatty of a video, maybe like one of those chit chat get ready with me's. So I've got my coffee. Isn't it cute? It's like a glass clear mug. And it says his only, and then there's a matching one for Ariel. So guys, what I wanted to do this video mostly about was eye makeup. So as you can tell, a lot of my videos, I use a lot of Morphe brushes, and I really like that brand. They've come a really, really long way, you know, since they first started. Do I have one of their palettes in front of me? Because I wanted to show you guys the difference. If you've had Morphe, typically it's just a black plastic case that pops open, you know, no mirrors, very simple. But they redid their packaging and they have a new palette out. Ta-da! They've redone their logo, the lettering is different on their logo. The palette now is not that hard plastic, it's like that cardboard type packaging. So it's their new palette called their 24G Grand Glam. So I bought this, I have used it once before, but I figured let me come on here and do a video. So what I like about this one is they actually have names for the colors. So you open it up, still no mirror, but this palette was only $20-something for all of these shades, so you're still getting an amazing deal on their products. So this I'm gonna probably end up throwing out, which is kind of annoying. You know, if you guys wanna know what I'm using, I have to kind of like flip this up and down to try and figure out what color it is, because this is just a clear plastic thing that has the names of the colors on it. So this does come off, which I'm going to take off for now, obviously. So taking a look at the palette, like I said, I kind of touched in it quickly. It does get a little messy. I've only used it once, and you can kind of see, you know, powders on the black cardboard and whatnot. But these are pretty good pan sizes. Like, let me show you my Anastasia palette as a comparison. You know, so these are Anastasia and this is Morphe. So obviously the pan sizes are a lot bigger. If you wanted to know, the net weight is 84 grams, 2.96 ounces. I'm not sure what each individual shadow is. It's not saying on this particular package, but the colors look really pretty and they've really stepped up their game with their packaging. This looks so much nicer. The other ones did look a lot cheaper. So anyway, it's mostly matte colors. Well, it's actually kind of a mixture. These first four are shimmery. Shimmer, 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 shimmer. So there's like a pretty decent mixture. The only thing, I wish they had more neutral browns in it. You know, these are definitely more warm toned. These are pretty neutral, but they're kind of dark. But yeah, so I bought this because I'm on the hunt for wedding makeup, as I've probably mentioned before. So I'm looking for something that's got some browns in it, but I don't know if I'm gonna end up using this because I want more neutral browns. I don't want a warm toned look for my makeup day. So guys, with that being said, I'm gonna do my face makeup first today. I'm not gonna do anything crazy with the eyes, but I wanted to just come on really quickly. But let me do my face makeup so we can look a little bit more presentable. So guys, I'm gonna go in with my Becca primer. This is the primer that I've been using. I'm gonna put some in my hand. I'm gonna warm it up. And I'm gonna put that in this area with the pores, put some on my chin, but really focusing it in here where my pores are. By the way, I am not using any lights. I've been sitting in front of my window lately, and I just think it's a lot better to get an accurate idea of what the makeup actually looks like. So I'm gonna go in with my Estee Lauder. It might be a little bit too dark for me, but what are we gonna do, you know? So anyway, use my Estee Lauder because I'm gonna be wearing, whoop, that's why I hate this pump. It comes flying out and this is expensive. Look, I just made a freaking mess. That drives me nuts. Because it's so damn expensive. Alright guys, let's pat this onto the face. I mean, the good thing about this foundation, even though it's too dark for me, I know it's going to stay this color throughout the day. It's not going to be oxidizing on me like that Hot Mess Maybelline foundation that I tried in my previous video. As you watch my videos, on the top of them, you'll see like suggestions. They're called cards for other videos I've done. So if you've missed any of my other videos, just click on my channel and, you know, go through the videos, or you can click on those cards as they pop up. And I think it opens up a new screen. I don't think it takes you off the video you're on. So, you know, you can click on it if it interests you and then continue watching the one you're on and then go back to the other one. So this is a little bit dark for me, but it's not bad at all. I do have some products coming. I bought some new makeup brushes. I bought something from QVC. Love that store. 5 easy payments. Who doesn't love that? And then some stuff from Sephora. So I think when I get that stuff, maybe I'll do like a little mini haul and show you guys the stuff I've been getting. I'm getting a new foundation, so I'm really excited to use that. Okay. So now we've got some of that on. I'm going to, the Bye Bye Under Eye is so thick and I've been using that as a concealer, but I can't really use that to like lighten out and highlight. So I'm just going to take this Maybelline Age Instant Rewinder. What color is this one? I don't know, guys. Oh wait. Neutralizer. It's like a yellow tone. So I'm going to add that to the forehead, down the side of my nose, and that. I might use this for the concealer. We'll see if it's light enough. I'm gonna blend it out. This stuff is a pretty decent concealer. It blends out really nicely. Now I'm going to add some to conceal. If you think contouring is too hard, a little trick is to do what I just did. Take the concealer and put it where you would want the bridge of your nose to start to thin it out or whatnot, if you're too scared to use concealer colors. And basically you're creating light on the side of your nose. And then if you put it in the center, there's like that little gap where you didn't put it, and it's kind of like you're contouring your nose without really having to use contour colors. So keep that in mind. But these blend out so nice, look at that. I feel like drugstore is so hit or miss. Like, some of it's good and some of it's like completely horrible. Like Maybelline, for instance, I got one of their eyeshadow palettes and it was the worst thing I had ever used in my life. But then this concealer is good. Their Maybelline Matte and Poreless is good. So why can't they just make stuff that works? Same with like Wet n Wild. That stuff is either really good like their highlighters, or you use it and it's like the worst thing ever. All right, guys. So where is my powder? I'm just gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me. Again, this is a setting powder, really good to use. Now you'll see me like blend 5 million times, but I get wrinkles under my eyes and they settle into those lines. Well, I don't have wrinkles, I guess. Expression lines, whatever. The dogs are in here, so that's what the hell's going on over here before I set. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my wet sponge, I rub it around in the powder so it's on there, and then I press it under the eyes. I really want to get that KKW Beauty, their new Conceal, Bake, and Brighten set. It's sold out, but they are going to be restocking it. I will definitely review that on my channel. It looks pretty cool. I love a bright under eye, especially I'm going to want something for my wedding day, so I'm waiting for that to get restocked. I'm not going to buy the whole set because from what I've seen, the brushes that it comes with are horrible. So, and I have a million brushes as it is, so each thing is $18 each. So, I definitely want to try that. So I'm just taking the Maybelline translucent powder, just setting my entire face with it. Okay, guys, So when I got that stuff from Morphe, I bought their sponge. I'm not using it today. I have to try it out more because I used it once and I personally felt like it was soaking up a lot of my product, and I felt like it didn't wring out very good, so I felt like it was too wet almost. This is my Sonia Kashuk sponge. I love this sponge, guys. You can get it at Target. I haven't really seen it in like CVS or anything, but you can go to Target, and I love this sponge. They have an even bigger one than this if you want an even bigger sponge. But this one I wring out and it's moist, but I'm not like putting it on and it feels like super wet, whereas this one, I felt like it was holding too much water. I'm gonna try it again and just make sure I wring it out more, and I'll keep you guys updated on what I think about this sponge. So I will get back to you on that. So we're not gonna do anything crazy today, but I am gonna add a little bit of color to my face. So we're gonna go ahead and go in with my Anastasia powder contour kit. I've had this forever. I'm just gonna dip into these two middle shades. That one's too gray tone for me. I kind of like to do my bronzing and contouring at once. So I'm gonna take that. More stuff to get in the mail, and I'm probably gonna start doing videos on like trial makeup on myself for my wedding day. So they'll probably be longer videos because I'll show you like exactly what I'm doing for my face and contouring and everything like that. But I'm waiting for more products to come in the mail because, like I said, I'm trying to find like the most perfect makeup possible. I mean, this Estee Lauder Double Wear is good and it's looking really nice on my skin. I have taken professional photos with this on and it looked gorgeous in the photos, but I typically love matte foundation. So I don't know if I want something a little bit more luminous for my wedding day. Let me know, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what foundations you use for your wedding day and if you liked them. I like this contour powder because I'll keep going in and adding more color till I get like the color that I want. And then I'm gonna put it under here. I always do my double chin. No matter what I weigh, it is always there. It never goes away. All right, guys. I'm gonna take this and I pinch the brush when I'm not trying to do like precise contouring. Just wanna add a little bit of bronzer to the side of my nose because that's gonna help pinch it in a little bit. So hard trying to contour my nose because it's lopsided. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like, I don't know, it's like bigger on that side or something weird. So there we go. A little bit of contouring on there. All right, guys, so now let's go ahead and add some blush. I think I'm just gonna go in with Milani Luminoso. This is a great blush. I'm gonna dip into that. It's like a nice little peachy blush and it has a little bit of luminosity, but you can barely tell it's there. These blend out great. This is a drugstore brush. I mean, if I can get drugstore stuff, I would totally prefer it. If something's gonna work really good, why do I want to spend tons of money on high-end stuff? But sometimes the high-end stuff is obviously 10 times better, so you do have to splurge and get whatever works for you. Okay. Let's see, what do I want to do for highlight? I'm thinking we'll just go in with my Becca highlighter in Opal. I love this highlighter. I feel like it will go with any look of mine. It's not too pink and it's not too gold. It's like a pretty champagne color, I guess. So this complements almost a lot of looks. I don't use pink highlighters too much. I kind of go between this and then one that's more gold. I just think they make you look more like sun-kissed versus the pink ones. I'll put a little bit on the tip of my nose there and on the Cupid's bow area, like so. Okay. So guys, we've got that. As I mentioned in my videos, I don't like to do too much with my eyebrows for my wedding day. I will shape them a little bit more. But when I'm like on the run, I just want quick makeup. I'm not looking for anything crazy. I typically just go in with a tinted brow gel. I very rarely pluck my eyebrows, so if I were zooming and they're looking crazy, that would be why. For me, I just like keeping them the way that they are because when I take my makeup off at the end of the day, I want to look like me. I don't want to wipe off my makeup and my eyebrows be gone and then my poor fiance is traumatized. So, yeah. I don't like to go too crazy. I love that like really sculpted, chiseled eyebrow look, but I don't like it on me. I feel like it just looks too much on me. It looks gorgeous in photos, but in person, it looks so fake and it doesn't look like you. You know what I mean? Some people really love that, and do whatever you like. But for my everyday life, I don't like doing my eyebrows totally crazy. For that reason. I don't want it to look like my eyebrows fucking fell off, you know what I mean? And I like to use a little bit of eyebrow product, like a pencil, if I'm going out, because they aren't totally matching my eyebrows. This one like comes down more, whereas this one doesn't. But for the everyday looks, I don't really give a crap. You know what I mean? And no one's gonna notice like you do. So guys, we pretty much got the base down. Let's go in with some eyeshadow primer, because later today I am going with some bridesmaids to look at dresses. So I am gonna kind of want this to last a while. I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. And we are gonna go ahead and primer eyelids. I love this primer. I've had it for a while. I don't have one complaint. I think it works great. And I've had this tube probably over a year. And it's still in there. What are you doing out there, Trixie? Keep track of these damn dogs. They like to chew stuff. So when you put this on, it starts to get tacky and then it dries down. So you can tell it's like ready when you rub it and it's not like tacky anymore. So guys, I also bought this brush kit from Morphe as well. I didn't use this one yet. It's just like a dense, it's a mixture of animal hair. The white ones are animal hair. I think it's typically boar. And then the ones that have color on them are synthetic. So you get a couple natural haired brushes, and if you don't know the difference, synthetic brushes are usually softer. Natural hair brushes can feel a little bit more rough on the skin. So anyway, there's like this brush you can use to, you know, pack shadow on. Here's a blending brush. It came with another blending brush. I didn't have a brush like this in my collection, so I really wanted that. It's like one of those really flat brushes that you can use, and then it just came with an eyeliner brush, which I haven't used yet either. So I'm going to try using some of these brushes because I very quickly tried out just the one brush. I didn't use any of the other ones. These don't have names in them. I think this was like the Slay collection or something like that, and it was really inexpensive. But you get the little case, which you can put even more brushes in, or these 5 brushes. And then I have my, you know, blending brushes that I use all the time also. I got it powder all over me. Okay guys, so let's start getting into the eyeshadow. So what I'm gonna do is, this looks like the lightest, most neutral color, so I'm kind of gonna dust that all over my eye. One thing when I buy palettes, the thing that I want is a palette that I can use for my entire look. Now this one, let's see how it looks. Is it gonna look too dark? It's a little too dark, but whatever, we're gonna use it. I kind of want something that's more like skin color or lighter to set my primer, but we'll just use this, whatever. But yeah, I want a palette that's gonna have transitions, dark shades, you know, a base shade. That's what I like out of my products, because I don't want to have to go between 100 palettes when I'm buying one that costs a pretty penny. So the brush that I pretty much always start with is my Morphe E27. It's this nice fluffy blending brush. Now, like I said, sometimes I want a more like neutral eye look, but their transition shades are really warm in this palette. These would probably be the 3 transition shades, because these ones are too dark to kind of start out if you want to start gradually and build up. So that's my kind of pet peeve with this palette. There's no neutral warm tones in it. And I feel like a lot of Morphe palettes have those warm tones in them. I have the 35O, which is tons of warm colors. But a lot of their palettes, I look at them and they all look too similar. Jaclyn Hill's palette is the only one that kind of looks different because she had those pops of colors in it. But a lot of their palettes, like they've got a toffee or coffee palette, this one, the 35O, I think like a taupe one or something. I was like looking through them all and they're all like really similar. I have their smoky palette, which has some brighter colors in it, but I haven't seen a palette from them come out where I'm like, oh my god, I love it. This one, like I said, it had these pretty shimmers because I like a light shimmer on the inner part of my eye for wedding makeup. So those is kind of what attracted me to it. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm kind of bummed there isn't like a neutral brown. So I'm not going to use this one because that one was way too warm when I used it the other day. So I'm just gonna kind of start with this one and see what happens and hope it's not too dark. Like I said, if I want to tell you the names, I gotta put this stupid thing on it, and that color would be Mojo. So let's go in with Mojo and see what we think. Let's hope it's not too dark. If you use a super duper light hand, I think it'll be fine. But yeah, they appear to be pigmented. I did one little dip and we can see the color that I'm getting from that. So that's good. Let's dip in again. Not a lot of fallout, which is good. I mean, there's a little bit of kick up, but nothing crazy. Now, one thing I'm noticing with these eyeshadows, and the other time I used it before, if you put too much pressure and lay the brush down, wherever you put your brush down is where most of the color is getting deposited first, and then you kind of blend it. So as you can see right here, look how blotchy it looks because I kind of put the brush down. I've noticed with this, you kind of need to use a light hand because when you first set the brush down, wherever you place it is where most of the color gets deposited. I was able to kind of blend it out, but it was kind of a pain in the ass when I used it last time, so I'll see if all the shades are kind of like that. This one I used a much lighter hand because I wasn't sure how pigmented it was, but once I realized what the color was, I went in a little darker on this side, and I feel like it's a little bit hard to blend out if you go in with too much pressure at first when you're putting that initial like brush right on it. You know what? Do you know what I mean? Let me get a different mirror to look in so I can like look closer and I'm always leaning into that one. So yeah, it's blending, which is good. But again, this is a warm, it's a warm color for sure. Okay guys, I'm gonna go in with that color I set the lid with since that was a little bit dark. I'm gonna take that over top of it. Make sure the top part of it is blended out. Yeah, that definitely lightened it up. It seems to be helping. Alright, I feel like it's looking good. Nothing crazy. Let's try one of those new brushes that I didn't use yet. I'm going to go in with the synthetic fluffy one because I didn't try this one yet. And let's go in now to a deeper color. Like I said, I'm trying to find one that, like this one's definitely more cool toned, that one here. So maybe I'll try a little bit of that one to darken things up a little bit. Let's see. So we got some color on the brush. Let's see what happens. This brush feels nice and soft. I really like it. I mean, if I'm going in with a light hand, I don't tap the color off. I kind of dip into it and then I go onto my eye. I'm not swirling it. If you swirl it, then you're probably gonna want to tap off the extra. But I kind of do like a couple dabs in the color and then I just bring it to my eye and blend it out slowly. So you like do a couple taps, so add it to this eye. Yeah, I really like the brush that's coming with this kit. I definitely urge you guys to check out Morphe. They're cheaper than drugstore brushes, and I like Morphe because they're getting, you know, more high-end ones also. So they have like a basic collection and then the more expensive collection, but like this one's a little bit more pricey. Wrong brush. This one's a little bit more pricey, but then some of the other ones that I use, Morphe brushes, where'd they go? Oh. Here. This one, for instance, this one is like $3, and this is an animal hair brush. So, you know, I use some of their super cheap ones and then some of their more expensive ones, and they all work really well. So if you're on a budget and you want to get some brushes, go on Morphe's website. So, guys, we're blending this. I think now I want to add a little bit more darkness. So, let's go in with this brown down here. It's definitely a little much more rich, and now we're out of the warm tones, thank God. So let's do that. I like using warm tones if I'm gonna do like a major smoky eye, but I think I prefer neutral tone. Not cool, because then you're getting into gray, but I prefer neutral tone browns for my looks. So now we're kind of deepening up this brown here. That color seems to be blending. I actually really like this brush, guys. It feels softer than my other one. It feels softer than this one, actually. That's a synthetic brush also. So guys, I'm in the process of planning my wedding, which is super duper exciting. We're actually going to do it in the yard of our new house. So I'm really excited. We've pretty much got all the planning done. It's going to be in August. The only thing we kind of have to work on is finalize catering and rental, since obviously it's going to be in the yard. So we kind of have to figure out the tent and all of that stuff. The boringest part, you know. Okay, so these, my impression is they seem to be blending really nicely on top of each other. I'm not noticing anything crazy. So now I want to deepen it up. So I'm going to now take a smaller brush, because now I want to make sure I'm keeping the colors focused where I want. So actually, you know what? Let's try this brush. It's weird because it's densely packed, but it's like thick compared to like another, for instance, this one's dirty, but this is a brush that you use to pack on color. Do you see like the difference in thickness? This one's a lot more like thick. So let's go into this color in the corner here. It's like the darkest color in the palette, and I'm gonna work that on the outer crease and then kind of bring it in a little bit. So let's see how this brush, that one had more kick up. So I'm gonna pat it first where I want, and we'll start kind of blending it there. What do we think? I think it's working good. Kind of blend a little bit, you know, pop it on the outer corner, but then you can also use it to kind of blend up in the crease. I think it's because it's so thick, that's why. But you can also use it to pack on color. The bridesmaids, my colors are black and white. I want to keep it like super formal. The theme is fairy tale, so I'm so excited. Not corny fairy tale, but just really formal and fancy. Cute stuff like that. So we're gonna go get their dresses. They're gonna wear black. I know when you say black, sometimes people are like, oh my god, what? You know, but it's gonna look so pretty because it's just so elegant and sleek and just black and white. I think it's just gonna look so nice. So I'm just kind of building this up and I'm bringing it over a little bit. I kind of want to use the dark shimmer shade that's in here. Alright guys, and today I didn't do that sharp line. I'm kind of just keeping like a much more softer diffuse line today. When I do my wedding makeup, I'll probably do that also. But I am liking how these are blending. If you use a soft tan, take your time and build up. These are blending really, really nicely. I may use some of these colors for my wedding day makeup, but like I said, I'm definitely going to use neutral colors in the crease that day. So I'm just going to go in with that first brush, the E27. There's no extra product on it, and I'm kind of just running it on the tops here. Make sure it's blended. So guys, the color that I want to go into is this one on the bottom here. Let me swatch it. So the color that I'm going to use on my lid is this like really pretty brown color. I don't know if you can like see it in the natural light, but it has like gold specks in it, but the sunlight isn't like shining directly on me, so it's a little, like, can you see it here? I don't know, let me know if you guys can see that, but it has like glitter running through it. So I'm gonna take my finger, because that's kind of how I like to apply shimmery shades. I just feel like I have more control. So let's take our ring finger. These do feel smooth. They don't look bunchy. And let's pat this onto our lid. But yeah, so I think that looks really nice, guys. I'm gonna go in with that dense brush. I'm just kind of running it along the top here. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with that E27 one more time. Just brushing it along the top. Okay, I'm liking it, guys, for sure. So now what we're going to do is pop a little bit of black liner in there, if I can find it. So we're going to go in Makeup Forever. Boom, I've been using this. I know it works good. That's what we're going to use. We're going to go in with that brush. It's this nice flat definer brush. We are going to go in with that. So I'm going to go in with that darkest brown. Whoop! The darkest brown we use. Oh great, I dug my fingernail in it. Ah! Okay, I'm back. All right. We're going to go in with that darkest color. I'm gonna tap it in there, keep this nice and close to the lower lash line, and I'm only gonna bring it in a little bit. Oh, I forgot to show you guys, that came with a pencil brush, that kit too, so I lied. It came with 1, 2, well, like 6 brushes. All right, guys, let's go in with maybe that one there, because I don't want the super duper warm tone. So let's go in with that one. Brush that under the eye. Now let's take this one here, because it's a nice light shade, that one right there. I don't know what the names are. I'm not getting that paper. And I'm going to use that pretty shade to dust it under our brow bone. It's pretty. And then I'm going to take it, pop it in the inner corner. So pretty. All right, peeps. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my Sephora Lash Craft Big Volume. This mascara, I'm not sure if I like it, I'm not sure if I hate it, because it does give you volume, but you cannot put a lot of coats on, otherwise you will look like you have spidery lashes. I'm gonna put falsies on, so I'm just gonna do one quick little coat, because I'm going to do falsies today. I'm going to keep what's on the brush and just do my lower lash line. Okay, guys. So we are pretty much done with the look, minus lashes. I haven't tried these ones yet. I bought these. These are the Ardell Flawless Lash in Style 802. So I'm going to try these little babies out. So guys, stay tuned. I'm going to put these lashes on and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I'm back. I put those lashes on. I don't know, I don't really like them. They look too fake. Not that a lot of the ones I wear don't, but they're too dense and too short. So I feel like they look too fake. So I will not be using these for my wedding, but you know, I saw them and wanted to try them out. I still really like those Kiss lashes that I had on not that long ago. So let me zoom you people in. This is what I did with the eyes with that palette. So yeah, I like it. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And like I said, I plan on doing a haul with the stuff I get. I'm probably gonna do a foundation review, and yeah, I'll probably maybe do some makeup trials in the future. All right, guys, so, oh, we would have to finish off with some setting spray. So let's use this Wet n Wild one. Okay. Woo! So there we go, guys, and I will see you soon. I hope you have a great week.